Welcome, boys and girls, to Data Corrupted. A look into the creepiest, crawliest, and scariest SCP projects in the SCP Foundation's database. Tonight, we will be starting off with one of the goriest SCP projects in our repertoire. Item SCP-604, the Cannibal's Banquet. Object Class, Safe Special Containment Procedures. SCP-604 consists of a set of objects which all exhibit the same properties and are contained together. Access is restricted to authorized personnel, and anyone attempting to access the containment area without authorization will be immediately detained. All interaction in testing must be cleared with site command. Any staff interacting with SCP-604 must submit to psychological testing before and after interaction. Requests for reports on testing events, subject reactions, and audio-video recordings must be cleared with central records, and may not be removed from the record reviewing area. Description: SCP-604 is a set of tableware and dishes, consisting of 19 plates of various sizes and designs, and 21 goblets, champagne flutes, and other wine glasses. Several are ornately gilded, studded with diamonds and rubies, or made out of fine materials such as porcelain, china, and crystal. Most are extremely heavy, because of the weight of the rich metals. The cutlery, cloth, chairs, table, and other items that made up the banquet where SCP-604 was discovered have no anomalous properties, and are not contained. Whenever an edible solid is placed onto one of the plates or a liquid is poured into one of the drink vessels, the food will transform into human flesh, or the nearest equivalent organ, body part, or fluid. The change from one product to another seems to be based on similarities between color, smell, and composition, although vague symbolism and mental associations seem to be occasionally involved as well. For example, fleshy steaks will turn into cuts from the thigh, and red wine or juices into human blood. This can vary between subjects, and the process as to how it changes determined is still under investigation. Because most of the plates are not large enough in diameter and circumference to create the entire form, most pieces manifest as human infant parts. Chicken wings as tiny burnt infant arms, chicken breasts as filleted infant pectoral muscle or tissue from the buttocks, and so forth. However, tissues from adults does appear occasionally, often when the meat is placed vertically, sticking into the air. Based on analysis on the captured videos and logs, this is how longer, more mature parts were designed, although the plate's products seem only to be able to project beyond the surface straight up at a limit of 1 meter, around 3 feet. Vegetable and non-animal matter can be affected, however this is often selective, and will only affect the main dish. This means prepared meat will retain the herbs, spices, topping, sauces, and garnishes as it is transformed into human flesh. More than one piece of meat can be placed on SCP-604, but the results are varied, either creating separate pieces, incorporating them all together into one body system based on similarities in appearance, eggs and thin slices of beef turning into a female reproductive system, a pile of pig intestines in a cow's stomach melding together to form a human digestive system, or choosing one to focus on, and leaving all the others untouched. Duck stuffed with Kobe beef becoming an infant torso stuffed with Kobe beef. The other unique ability that SCP-604 possesses is any living creature placed on its surface or submerged inside liquid contained within a goblet will metamorphose into a moving human body part. It will be capable of kinetic activity, such as flexing, as in the case of a starfish that turned into a six-fingered baby's hand that opened and closed, and grasped at touch, or locomotion, no matter how awkward and slow it is. Severed areas do not bleed, and tendons and muscles still function in normal ways, regardless of damage. Tissues will move by whatever means is available, such as inching and crawling forward by curling and extending their body, as the moving finger with an extremely long nail generated from a lobster did, or the floating penis in a large goblet did to swim, its tip jerking up and down to allow it to propel forward. If no form of locomotion is possible, the flesh will simply squirm and jiggle, remaining slightly warm to the touch. A pulse can be detected, even when the object in question is not attached to a heart. Transformed items will continue existing as human tissue until consumed, removed from the plate for a long period of time, or expiring from shock and pain, as many seem to freeze and go into a catatonic state similar to shock when stabbed or bitten into, in the case of living tissues. Testing of stomach content shows that transformed items remain human if consumed. This will conclude tonight's project. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay alert, and stay creepy.